Excuse me, Captain. I know this may sound silly, but can you fly?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with another green card K1 visa video from you, your expert K1 visa green card processor, expediter, Diego. I've been doing this for 13 years, helping people get their green cards and get their K1 visas approved, as long as you qualify for the benefit. I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for immigration. I don't work for USCIS. I don't give you legal advice. But you don't need an immigration attorney to file for a K1 visa or for a 2-year or a 10-year green card, or you don't need an immigration attorney. You don't need to be spending that kind of money unless you have past immigration issues or a criminal record, or you're just lazy and don't feel like doing the paperwork yourself. When the paperwork is easy, filing a K1 visa application, filling out the paperwork is easy. The same is true for a 2-year green card and for a 10-year green card, Form 751, etc., etc. Now, this video is about folks who have their 2-year green cards in their hands and they are planning to travel. Don't do it. Do not travel internationally on a 2-year green card. Okay? I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what the other YouTube channels say. I recommend you don't travel on a 2-year green card. You came to the United States to live here, to put your roots down, to build a life here. You came to the United States to get a job here and to move in with your new husband or wife and start building a life in the United States and prepare to become an American. That's what USCIS want to see. That's what immigration wants to see. That's what Border Patrol and ICE officers want to see. They want to see you here legally, residing in America, building a life here, being a permanent resident of this country, the Republic of the United States, the constitutional republic. But with that said, if you must travel internationally on a 2-year green card, if you absolutely have to leave the country because you miss grandma that much.
Air Canada 143.
Air Canada 143, go ahead.
Just lost both engines.
Holy cow!
Make sure you travel with documents that prove your ties to the United States. You need to carry with you proof of the deed to the house that you are a part owner of in the United States, or the lease agreement to the apartment that you are renting with your U.S. citizen sponsor, husband, wife. You got to prove cohabitation in America. You need to bring with you at least one joint tax return. At least one joint tax return with you showing that you pay taxes together. You need to carry some bills with you with both names. The husband, the U.S. citizen sponsor, and the wife, the lady from the Philippines or from India or Pakistan. Make sure both of your names are on the bills. The water bill, the electric bill, the phone bill, the trash bill. You gotta, when you travel, if you must travel on a 2-year green card, which I don't advise you do.
Hello.
Cabin, we think we have problems with our fuel system.
We are diverting to Winnipeg.
But if you do, if you don't listen to me, make sure you travel with enough evidence with your green card and your passport to show your ties to the United States. And don't forget a certified courthouse certified copy of your marriage certificate. Bring that with you too. You could be pulled into secondary screening by the Border Patrol. They could say, hey, we want to ask you more questions. You need to prove your residency ties to the United States. You got to prove your legitimate marriage to your American citizen sponsor. It could happen. Immigration is tightening the screws on people that are just using the green card as a tourist visa, and they're spending most of their time, most of their life in their country of origin. And that's not how a green card works. So if you spend more time in your country of origin than you do the United States, or if you've got lots of trips back and forth to your country of origin, and the Border Patrol officer doesn't feel confident that you are actually a legitimate resident of this country, then they're going to be asking you questions. They're going to be putting you into detention. They're going to be filing for you to appear in front of an immigration judge to explain your situation, and they may even ask you to sign off away your green card.
What was that?
So don't get put in that situation. Don't travel. When you get to America, become American. Learn the Constitution. Use your time wisely to prepare for U.S. citizenship. Even if you're from one of those countries that the Trump administration has put on a pause for adjudication, that does not mean you stop the process. That does not mean you stop studying to become a citizen of this country. You must continue to collect the evidence for your 10-year green card. You must continue the process, because presidents and members of Congress are not permanent fixtures on this planet. They're temporary fixtures who right now are making it a lot difficult for legal permanent residents to maintain their status. They're saying, the security of the United States. They're saying they're trying to reduce public charge, etc. I understand the reasoning behind what they're doing, okay? But in order to prevent you falling into the "I've lost my green card" trap at the Border Patrol entry point, don't travel. Especially if you have a 2-year green card and you got into a car accident, or you have a criminal charges pending against you, or you've been prosecuted and the case was adjudicated and dismissed. It doesn't matter. If you have a criminal infractions upon you and you're a 2-year green card holder, there's a good chance you won't be let back in the country. Thanks for watching the videos, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Don't forget I do a live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time with my beautiful wife, Karina from Venezuela. And also join as a member if you want my phone number and email address, so you can call me and text me and email me all your green card K1 visa questions. I will help you, and the only reason I ask for a membership is because I gotta know who has the phone number and who has the email address. And if you want to send Karina cards or thank you letters for our help, if you want to thank Karina for all that she does to help you, you can mail her a correspondence, and the address where you can reach us is listed in this channel with an address under the where you can look up the description of the channel. See you at the next live stream, and thanks for watching.
143.
Air Canada 143, go ahead.
Just lost both engines.